Hello, I'm Maximillian Kent.
Hello, I am Jacob Murtagh, and welcome back to Liberty Politics. Getting straight into our hot press, on October 14th, FEMA pulled back operations in Rutherford County, North Carolina, following reports of an armed militia claiming they were hunting down FEMA. While disaster recovery centers remain open, some planned recovery efforts are postponed for safety concerns. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is considering a counterstrike against Iran just over 2 weeks after Iran launched 200 missiles at Israeli targets. The U.S. has offered advice on Israeli response, but Netanyahu emphasized that the final decision will prioritize Israeli national interests. On October 15th, footage surfaced showing unused roads in North Korea being blown up, following North Korea's accusations that South Korea flew drones over Pyongyang. Tensions between the two nations continue to escalate. Baba Sadiq, an Indian politician from Maharashtra ruling coalition, was shot and killed on October 12th. While the motive remains unclear, locals are drawing parallels to the violent underworld killings of the 1990s in Mumbai, raising concerns about a resurgence of such violence. And that has been your hot press.
Moving on to our main story, the election. As the United States election approaches in just a few weeks, Vice President Kamala Harris is ramping up her outreach efforts to engage Black and Latino voters. While she currently holds a strong lead among these key demographic groups, the Democratic Party has urged her to enhance her strategy to ensure a high voter turnout come November. Recent polling data from the New York Times and Serena College indicates that former President Donald Trump is gaining traction with both Black and Latino voters, raising concerns among Democratic leaders. Political analysts emphasize the critical importance of these groups, noting that this election could be decided by razor thin margins in key battleground states. With both parties acknowledging the shifting dynamics, campaigns are doubling down on outreach efforts. Former President Trump had almost a possible third assassination attempt in Coachella, California. Vern Miller was arrested near Donald Trump's rally for illegal possession of a shotgun, a loaded handgun, and a high capacity magazine. Miller was stopped at a security checkpoint driving a black SUV, which was found to contain multiple fake license plates, passports, and IDs. Authorities confirmed that the incident did not endanger Trump or disrupt the rally. Riverside County Sheriff Chad Benicio, a Trump supporter and campaign surrogate, described Miller as a lunatic and said his officers might have prevented a potential assassination attempt, though Miller denied any intent to harm the candidate. Miller claimed to be a Trump supporter, shocked by his arrest, and said he routinely traveled with guns, but he never fired them. He was charged with two misdemeanor weapon offenses and released on bail. No federal charges have been filed, but the investigation is ongoing.
As the 2024 election draws nearer, Georgia has become a key battleground state, with both candidates heavily focusing their efforts on the state itself. With 16 crucial electoral votes at stake, former President Donald Trump campaign has seen Georgia as an essential, reaching the 20 the 270 vote needed to secure the presidency. Forecasts from 538 indicate that if Trump wins Georgia, his chances of winning the national vote would rise up to 75%. However, if Kamala Harris carries the state, her odds of becoming the next president jumps to about 90%.
Adding urgency to the campaigns, early voting is already underway in Georgia, giving both sides a chance to lock in support ahead of the election day, marking a key milestone in the battleground state's high stakes election. This came just one day after a ruling by Judge Robert McBurney clarifying that the county's election officials must clarify election results regardless of allegations of fraud or error. Judge McBurney's decision, delivered on October 14th, aims to prevent delays in the clarification process. This ruling is seen as a significant step by the election experts, addressing growing concerns that rogue officials might seek to undermine results after Election Day. The state reported a record breaking turnout on the first day of voting. Chief Operations Officer Gabriel Sterling announced that by 2 p.m., nearly 188,000 votes have already been cast, with the final count expected to be over 200,000 by the end of the day.
Thank you again for joining us for Liberty Politics. And always remember, liberty starts with the people.